Yeah, good start for our team this time around. It's been a few games which we have not gotten off to great starts and kind of put us behind the eight ball there. And we've had to, spend a lot of energy just making it a game, whether it was at Baylor or TCU. So I'm really proud of our focus the last couple of days in terms of executing what we needed to start the game. And then that kind of just got us playing freely. And then credit to Kansas. They settled in and they just kept competing and kept being physical and stayed all the way till the bitter end. So they played us evenly for the second, third, and fourth quarter. So credit to them. Well-coached team. Brandon does a great job there at Kansas, and they have a good young team that they're going to be somebody to reckon with as they get older in the Big 12 Conference. But glad we're able to get the home win and really proud of our start tonight.
This is for both G and Jenna. Your coach talked about how you're able to really kind of rally around each other the last couple of days. Just kind of curious your thoughts on how you've seen this team come together this week and for it to be able to play out like it did tonight.
I mean, I feel like obviously we had a kind of a difficult week in Texas and some losses that maybe we felt like, we didn't play our best. So just these last few days we've just been trying to focus on us and kind of get back to Utah basketball and come out with good energy tonight, playing at home again. And I feel like we did a good job of that tonight. So that was honestly the focus coming into this week.
Gavin, the two women sitting next to you were on triple-double watch going into that second half. I don't know if you knew. Did you know, I guess, the first question, and then just talk about their performances, obviously knowing that they had great all-around nights.
I'm sorry, I should have left you in for one more rebound. My bad. That's who I am. I've been that way for 20-plus years. I let other people tell me what the stats are during the game. I kind of just trust my eyes and my mind and what I'm seeing. So I was joking with them just before we got in here. It wasn't until that last media timeout. I told her, I said, you guys have a score, stop scoring, you guys are done. And then I looked up and I'm like, oh, you have 30 points. And then I look, I'm like, oh, 10 boards, 8 assists. I'm like, well, whatever, you're coming out. So I told them, sorry, I will never say never, but stat chasing, that's something I'm not comfortable with doing.
Following up on that then, even though you just said that,
yeah.
If Maarty drains that three-pointer, do you let Gianna stay in? Because it would have been an assist, and she would have been one away.
No, taking her out. Sorry, man. PTSD. I have it. Sorry.
Gianna, obviously you have a career night. What was it that just kind of allowed you to feel like you could, whether it's shaking off the demons from this week that you had or whatever it is, what allowed you to be able to be the player that you were tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I think credit to my teammates for finding me. I think on their coverages, I just was trying to find the gaps, and my teammates found me. And then just looking for, I thought we prepared super well, so we kind of knew what they were getting into. So I was also able to find passes to my teammates that they were able to finish. So yeah, it was a good night, and like we talked about, we started well, and that was kind of our focus, and just connecting all of those 40 minutes. So yeah.
Jenna, kind of a similar question for you. I mean, you're able to get a couple layups going. You get that 3 there in the first quarter. Just kind of what was going right for you tonight?
I mean, I was just focusing on being aggressive tonight. I feel like that's something I've missed a little bit, especially these last few weeks. So just kind of going in with that mentality and then controlling the controllables when it comes to rebounding and stuff. I felt like I got in a rhythm just getting boards early on and then got a couple of easy layups, gave me confidence to shoot, and things just kind of went from there.
Gavin, I mean, this team is always excellent at assists. I think 90% of your made buckets tonight, tied a season high with 27 assists. Just kind of what are your thoughts on being able to see it play out so well tonight?
I think it goes back to what Gianna said, is our preparation and our attention to kind of the game plan, and what makes us good is the fact that we do share the basketball. And I think we got back to that tonight, and I think they were prepared, but they also were very unselfish and just kept moving the ball. And that's just a credit to, again, our kids. We might lose 2 in a row, but we're not out of everything. in both those games, we fought to the bitter end. Like, you're not going to put us away that easily. And it does take some time as well. You know, with Kennedy McQueen out, everybody's still trying to figure out kind of their new roles and expanded roles in some cases. So I think we're slowly starting to figure that out. And probably exactly when we do, we'll get Kennedy back. So we might be even that much more dangerous. But as long as we do that, move the ball, that's what we're capable of. And they know that.
Gavin, I'm interested in your thoughts on Maya's performance tonight. She was just kind of a force. What did you see that you liked from her tonight?
Just being aggressive. She, you know, from the start, she executed with what we wanted to execute. And a lot of times when you have unforced turnovers, we use the term just being casual. So when we go 5-on-0 against no defense, we're casual. Well, when we go 5-on-5, we're casual. So we got back to like, okay, we've got to be like, everything we do has to have intent and it has to have a purpose, and we got to have some urgency with what we're doing. And that's the only way you clean up, you know, your turnover issues that we have had over the last 4 games. You know, and then with the rhythm of the schedule, it's hard to go against our practice guys, you know, every single day, max effort. We've got to be smart about that. So I think part of it is them taking ownership, and I think Maya did. And I think, again, we just got to find that consistency piece as a team. And when we do that, and hopefully it's at the right time, it's going to be fun.
One more for me is you guys now have BYU on Saturday. This is for all 3 of you. What are your thoughts, feelings as you guys head into, you know, a rivalry game, but now it's in conference for you guys?
Yeah, I think rivalry games are the best just because a lot of people come out for them. The environment's great. They're always good games. So like we saw with our men's game this weekend, just in a great environment. So playing high-level basketball against a team that's 40 minutes away is going to be a lot of fun. So I'm looking forward to it.
I don't know. I mean, I echo everything she said, but I think in big rivalry games and stuff, you get that team's best shot, and we're going to bring the same. So I think that's just what I'm looking forward to, is competing hard and knowing that we're going to get BYU's best.
You want an answer from there? That's going to be new because we're in the same conference. So you know, when we got here, I still remember that first year, like, I just was so into it. And then like, God, like, why, right? Like, why are you so intense? And it's just all the fans and everybody. And so I was able to, you know, with my older age, step back and be like, it's one game. It's one game. Well, now it's not just one game. It actually means something in conference standing. So I'm going to have to remind myself, like, yes, it is a rivalry, but at the end of the day, it's still one game. And always our mission is to go 1-0, no matter who it is. So we'll prepare the same. We're going to get after it and be prepared and take the bus down there and go to work.